Hello, gorgeous Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive in and see what messages Spirit has for you for the week ahead. All right, my angels. So let's just dive straight in. Let's get you an animal spirit. Who wants to come out and accompany you? You're the turtle. I'm going to get a tarot card out with it as well. So water energy, 5 of Wands. That's interesting. The Knight of Pentacles. So there's one thing I want to say. The turtle kind of gives me the vibe of like slow and steady wins the race. And with the 5 of Wands coming through in the Knight of Pentacles, it kind of is confirming that. So during this time, they just want you to know, don't compare yourself to others. You're in it for the long run. Other people might not be. All right. I don't know if this is to do with career and stuff like that or in life in general. I feel like there's a lot. I don't know. I just see a lot of, I don't know what's the word for it. I just feel like you can see a group of people and they're just kind of showing off. There's a lot of ego involved, and I just feel like you're just not the same as them, and that's probably a good thing. The 5 of Wands is kind of like childlike, and it's just immature, and it's just ego battles, and you're the Knight of Pentacles here. So I just feel a little bit like you're in it for the long run, and it does remind me a little bit of the, what is it? The rab, the, what's the what? What's the rab? What's the, there's like a children's story. Is it the tortoise and a rabbit? Okay, tortoise and the hare. The rabbit basically, and it is about slow and steady tortoise. So I kind of see them as the rabbits and you are the tortoise here. So Capricorn, you guys know it too. You guys are, an earth sign, which is all about being grounded, doing it for the long run, committing to a bigger vision. So I just feel like that energy is coming up for you again during this time. Okay, so just be aware of people who might be trying to get you in competitions. If it's good for you, then it's fine to do it, right? But not in ego competitions. We're not trying to compare ourselves to others. Okay, that's one thing I want to say about that. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's see what else is going on for my Capricorns. All that glitches, and it's exactly that. That's exactly what we're speaking about. So there can be a couple of people around you. I'm going to assume that these are colleagues or friends. Again, could just be randoms, but it just feels a little bit like there are two masks here, and it is just egos. All that glitches says not everything that seems sparkly and nice on the outside is actually that good. So I just feel like stay out of people's mess. That's what I want to say. Stay out of that energy, because I feel like you have the true wealth here, which is a long-term vision. And other people might, I don't know, you might be comparing yourself. It might be some temptation to be like, oh, maybe I should be doing what they're doing. Maybe they're seeing a lot of results straight away, or it's like, but it's not going to be long time. I tell you this now, not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes it's just nicely disguised dog crap, right? So I just really want you to be aware of who might, I don't know if they're intentionally tricking people. It's almost like get rich quick schemes, that kind of stuff I see with this energy. And it seems like they're doing well. It's like, oh my God, maybe I should be doing that. Maybe I'm like wasting my time, spending all this time on long-term stability when I can get it quicker. Don't believe in this, okay? This is masked. It means it's not real. Okay, let's carry on. All right. And this can also, I'm just getting another message here as well. 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Because I almost feel like I wonder if there is a conflict coming up and not everything is as it seems on the surface. This is weird. Look at that, deceit. Devil energy, 7 of Swords, I guess, as well. And it's coming up with your base chakra, your first chakra. Archangel Michael here. So this is about your identity. Where are you deceiving yourself? And I wonder if this might be you then. I wonder if there is a temptation to change yourself, to fit in with everyone else. And I just feel like they don't want you to do that during this week. Especially with this, like it might, whatever seems great on the outside and that you want to be like that, you want to be, you're in competition with other people. It's just dive deeper to what's going on here and don't neglect yourself, because the deceit card could be you deceiving yourself here. And again, pay attention to financial loss when this comes up, because the base chakra is also related to your finances too. So if we're unstable within our identity and with how we show up in the world, it can also mean that our finances are kind of suffer here too. So doing some base chakra work is going to be so important for you guys during this week. Grounding yourself, knowing yourself, being proud of who you are is going to be very good for your finances and your stability. But again, if you question that because what everyone else is doing, you question your foundations, you could slip. So just be aware of this, and just be aware of your finances, because again, like something could be tempting you and it could, create some financial instability here. I'm going to dive into that for you. Let's get you some other cards out first though. Envy. All these cards basically saying the same thing. Envy says, I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So again, don't compare yourself. That is that deceit energy. It's like, oh, but what's wrong with me? What am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong, honey. Why would you think that? What's making you think that? Question that. Okay. Anything else for my gorgeous Capricorns? Growth. So you're growing. There's a question with the growth card of how do you want to be remembered? And then we have impatience. So you're growing. All right. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. However, he is promised the throne because he's doing everything the right way. Okay. So just really pay attention to what temptation could be tempting you. All right. Let's clarify very quickly the first chakra. Page of Wands. King of Swords. And where is this Page of Wands coming from? What is this energy? And the King of Swords. Justice. Libran energy. With the first chakra, I kind of feel like if we're going to speak about you, I think this is about sticking to your truth. Page of Wands is coming through. Three of Wands from impatience. Your inner child might be just like, why are we looking like them? Or I don't know, it's just this comparison. I wonder if as a kid, maybe you were bullied or maybe you tried to fit in. And I feel like that is coming back up again. So really look at, where this might be repeating something of the past where you felt like you needed to fit in. King of Swords says that it's about integrity and knowing, because he's the King of Swords, the King of truth, King of clarity, King of structure and discipline. And with justice being here as well, I think it is a bit about balance. Keeping balance despite temptations. Okay, and the Deceit card, it's jumping up on top of this energy. Yeah, if you are going to dive in to this energy, I do feel like the Three of Swords makes some sense here that you're probably going to be disappointed. Judgment says you can see this clearly. Judgment shows truth. And that this will bring pain. What is the Five of Wands though? The World. It's kind of like a promised new beginning. Did you see that, Devil? Four of Pentacles. I feel like keep holding on to what you've got. It could be like friends are like trying to go into the stock market and they're like, hey, you need to come in on this and stuff like that. Like I feel like there's going to be some disappointment here. So don't fit in with others because they're going to be disappointed and so are you for going down that adventure too. Like I don't know how this will show up. Of course, I'm just throwing out examples out there because that's the only way I know of what to say. But I just would be aware of that during this week. Okay, what's the overall energy of the week for Capricorn? The Emperor, being in control, knowing that you're building an empire. Okay. Energy of Capricorn. The Hermit, slow and steady. The Hermit is great for diving inwards, by the way, which I feel like is important. Let's just get the cards out. There we go. Because he kind of climbs the mountain and is able to see life through a different perspective. So a lot of you guys have been through, some tough times in life and maybe a lot of time alone. Let's clarify the Emperor. Why is this here as the energy of the week? The Queen of Wands could be good for love, by the way. Two of Wands reversed over the Turtle. Why is that there? Did something come out or not? Two of Wands reversed. So there's just a little bit of confusion about your future as this turtle energy. A bit of confusion. Queen of Wands about confidence this week, putting yourself out there, shining bright. But I feel like there's some insecurities about your path, or maybe your route, maybe your career. I don't know exactly what this is or who you are. There's some doubt about your future. So this is your challenge, and the Knight of Swords jumped up on top of the Ace of Cups, which I don't like, because the Knight of Swords is great for being determined, but when we have the Ace of Cups being your main almost advice, is to open up your heart, to really connect with your feelings, to really do things that you love, being important for you. Again, making it a choice of what you want instead of sticking and staying in confusion and lots of options and uncertainty about your future. Is about, okay, this is what I enjoy, this is what I love, this is what I'm going to go towards. Knight of Swords could also be that might be some trouble in relationships. But let's see. Why is the Emperor the energy of this week? The Eight of Wands. So you're moving in the right direction. So I almost feel like you need to make a decision, but you don't. Why is it Two of Wands here with the Seven of Cups? Like, what's the advice with this card? The Fool. You're taking a leap of faith. So maybe you're a little bit uncertain about whether the path that you're going down is right for you, whether it's going to lead you to a good future. It's not that you don't have a plan with the Two of Wands. It just feels like you're confused about your next steps and you're worrying whether it's the right ones to take. The Fool card suggests that you're taking a very big leap and that you're doing something very new, a new journey, a new chapter. But you're really worried about your future. So it makes sense then that during this time of a bit of insecurity that the devil is trying to creep in and trying to tempt you to comparing yourself to others and all that stuff. So why is the Hermit here in Capricorn's energy? The Knight of Wands. And it's about being optimistic about your journey. You are a free spirit. Just be aware of impatience and recklessness. Why is a Hermit here? What are you reflecting on? The Seven of Cups. So you're reflecting on your options here. What's the advice with the Hermit? Eight of Swords. To come out of your head and find solutions to your problems. Not focusing on problems, focusing on solutions. Two of Swords. Making a decision. Listening to your gut instincts about a decision. Two of Swords. What is the Two of Swords doing here? Nine of Swords. I feel like if you are in a stressful situation, you just need to take action, because I feel like the more that you're worrying about it or stressing about it, the worse it's going to get. I think you need to double down on a choice that you're going to make and then just tell yourself that you're not going to think about it anymore. Because I think that maybe your options or confusion, is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? All this kind of stuff is kind of getting you stuck, or just really not a nice energy. Ace of Cups in your challenge. Queen of Swords. Your challenge is opening your heart. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel safe to do so. When we have lots of swords around the Ace of Cups, of course this can mean protecting your heart space. I mean, maybe in a relationship there could be a lot going on here. Someone seems a little bit feisty. Maybe you need to set some boundaries with someone here, or to work on why they might be doing that or why you might be doing that. But I see as a Queen of Swords usually has a clouded heart space. So a challenge could be that maybe we're leading too much with our head and not enough with our heart and our intuition. You're trying to think your way through life, but I think sometimes you have to feel your way through life. And just trust that what feels right is the right thing for you. Yeah, the Hanged Man being here is about really observing something in terms of love, because I will say whenever I do see that there might be something in a relationship that's going on, this is clearly for people in a current relationship, because the Ace of Cups is saying that your challenge is love. Your challenge is maybe deepening a connection, right? Bringing more love to a situation for sure is your challenge, and it's what's blocking you and someone else. There's a lot going on. Lots of logic, lots of thoughts, lots of thoughts. Hanged Man is about looking at this from a different perspective, which can bring harmony to a connection for sure. There's not enough love in the mix here. Too much logic or thoughts. You need to open up your hearts. You're in the same team. And for general, it's again about feeling your way through life. Like I was saying, the turtle is a water sign card. Just have to trust that your journey is the right one for you. Page of Cups being the advice for Capricorn. Working on your feelings for sure. Doing more things that you love for sure. Eight of Pentacles is working on your journey. I do see that you're going to see these two people, or whoever is these competitive people, or whoever you feel like you want to compare yourself to. You're going to see that these people are going to crash at some point, whatever that is, right? I feel like whatever they're focusing on and a new way of making money, whatever it is, this is not going to work out. And you are going to feel very proud that you trusted in your feelings and you trusted in your path. That's what I'm seeing here. So whoever's trying to be in conflict with you, or again trying to influence you, you are going to see that it's not going to work. Again, Eight of Pentacles as advice is really working on what you've already been working on. Honest decision. What is the Eight of Pentacles here for? Page of Wands, reverse. So that again could be, remember this came up when we were talking about the first chakra, about your inner child trying to tell you like, oh, we need to be more like them. And this is you paying attention to the feelings of that inner child. With that Page of Cups being here, why did it feel that way? So anyway, I think that this is really you working on what you feel. Yeah, past. Some of you may have been bullied, like I was saying before. Like Nine of Wands feels a little bit like you were teased or taunted for being different. Maybe people resonate with being more fun. I don't know. Like it just feels a little bit like you don't need to be being what everyone else is being, basically. It's ultimately what I want to say here. Have patience. The impatient card is about not blocking your own blessings by trying to rush your path, because you will block your blessings if you do that. Because in this storyline, he's trying to, he wants to get this, he's trying to get the sun. He wants to see the sun. But of course, this angel here is saying, okay, the sun will rise. Don't worry, it's coming. So whatever you want, it's coming. But he just wants to see it now. He's getting impatient and he doesn't trust. He's like, I don't think it's coming. So I need to interfere. Like, I feel like I need to do something. It's kind of this element of control, which might be why the Emperor was there for you. If it was, I feel like it was. Yeah, it was. As the energy of this week is like understanding a healthy amount of control. So he gets in his own way, of course, and tries to move things around and blocks the sun inevitably. So he doesn't get to see it in the end because he got in the way. So for a lot of you, focus on your own growth, Stop focusing on everyone else's. Don't fall into the fear, okay, and insecurities, because that's that devil energy trying to tempt you. And also don't pay attention to people who might want what you have for their own success, because that deceit card could be people trying to tempt you into getting into something risky with them, and I don't like that for you. Whatever that is, like people might want your investment of something, and I'm just like, nah, let's not. Okay, the turtle inevitably wins the race, not the rabbit. All right, not the people who are overly confident in themselves, and again, that ego. So I feel like you're gonna win, Capricorn. That's what I gotta say for you. In your own way, by going your own way, okay, and at your own pace. So my gorgeous angels, that's what I got for you. A bit of a messy reading, but I hope it made sense to someone out there, and if it did, let me know in the comment section, please. I wish you guys all the best. Make sure you guys get the video a big thumbs up, because it helps me out over here with the algorithm, and subscribe if you'd like. But aside from all that, I will see you guys in the next one. All right.